Hi guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. So today I am making my poor man salsa. And the reason why is, normally we can all of our salsa around here. We use nothing but canned. We hardly ever buy it from the grocery store. But I had Tony go back to the pantry the other day to give me a jar of salsa, and we were out. So, for the quick and easy, I've always got stuff around the house to make salsa with. So today we're going to do poor man salsa. It's pretty simple. It's not a complicated recipe. Anybody can do it. And generally, most of the time, you have everything you need right there in your pantry. So I'm going to go over our ingredients and then we'll start putting it together. I'm going to use 5 cans of diced tomatoes. If you don't have diced tomatoes and you only have whole tomatoes, break them up. Same thing. No big deal. I happen to have diced, so that's what I'm using. I've already put them in the pot, by the way, so I have 5 cans in here ready to go. Tomato paste. You're going to need 1 jar of or 1 can of tomato paste if you want your salsa thicker. If you're happy with it thin, then you don't need the tomato paste. You can eliminate that. Or if you don't have it right there at the time that you're making it, no big deal. This can be left out if you want to. I have 2 bell peppers chopped up. Chop them up as fine as you want or as big as you want. That's all on you. I have 3 cups of yellow onions. That's approximately 4 onions chopped up. And I've already chopped them up pretty fine. They're not super fine though. As you can see, they'll still be a little chunky, but whenever they cook, they get just a little bit smaller. Normally you put 1.5 cups of vinegar in this recipe. So we have a whole jar of banana pepper juice. So I've decided instead of the vinegar, I am going to put in banana pepper juice. This is going to give my salsa the flavor of the banana peppers, plus it'll have the vinegar in it. Spices. For today, I am putting 2.5 tablespoons of pickling salt. If you don't have pickling salt, you can use kosher salt, sea salt. It's just best not to use regular table salt. You can use table salt, but it's best to use one of those options. I'm going to use some garlic powder, black pepper, and ground cumin. That's it. That's all of your ingredients. So let's get them in the pot and get it mixed up. Remember, I already put my 5 cans of tomatoes in here. I'm going to dump my salt in. 2.5 tablespoons of kosher salt. Three cups of onions, or approximately 4 onions is what I used. 2 green bell peppers. Now you don't have to make them green. It's just what I had here at the house. You can use the red ones, the yellow ones if you want it more colorful, however you want it. Just dump the whole thing in there. 1.5 cups of vinegar, or if you have some sort of juice like that, mine happens to be banana pepper juice. Okay. Now, we are going to do 2.5 teaspoons of black pepper. Now, if you wanted this spicy or something, you might add some more peppers, some hot peppers, or maybe add some cayenne pepper to it, or some red pepper flakes. But I just want this salsa to be able to be used in any way that we want it. So if we want to add it up, spice it up later, we'll add some more to it and do it that way. But this way I can use it in any recipe. Cumin, we're also going to do 2.5 teaspoons. There we go. Now, I absolutely love garlic. You guys know that. and I am a garlic fanatic. So we are going to do 2.5 tablespoons of garlic. There we go. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to put this, stir it up, mix it up good, put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and let it cook 10 to 15 minutes until it gets to the consistency that you want it to be at. So I'm going to get it over there on the stove, get it cooked up, and I'll be back and I'll show you what it turned out like. Okay, so we're back. It's all cooked up. We let it simmer for 15 minutes after we brought it to a boil. Man, does it smell good. So I just wanted to throw out some different ideas out there to you. So if you wanted, you could add maybe a can of corn to this or a can of black beans. Make it your own salsa with whatever you have there. We just like it nice and basic because we use salsa in many different ways. We use it for our tacos, for our salads, for meatloaf, all different kinds of ways. So I'm going to get it jarred up here some. Now, I am not canning this salsa. You need to know, I'm putting it in my canning jar, but that's just to store it in the fridge. I'm not actually canning this at all. You could can it, but then you'd have to go through the whole water bath and do the whole process of canning. You can't just let it seal on its own. As you can see, it's pretty thick salsa. I did use the tomato paste in it. If you like yours thinner, then you'd leave that out. There we go. And this recipe will probably make about 3 quarts worth. Comes out different each time, so I'm not going to give you an exact amount that it's going to make. But I use my old lids on it because I'm not going to be canning it. It's just going in the fridge, so it's a good use for all your old jar lids. But there you have it. Nice thick salsa. Exactly what you want in it yourself. I'm going to get the rest of this jarred up. So the next time that you run out of salsa, or if you want to just try your hand at making it at home yourself, I hope you try this recipe. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you can see all of our upcoming videos on here on the Homestead. And we will see you in the next one.